Hello, thanks for watching this video. Now, while making this video, I was looking for information on the performance of the Mustang or the Ford Mustang Mach-E rear-wheel drive Select. That is the base model with 75 kilowatt hour battery. And I found a couple of things with the Mach-E in snow with all-wheel drive. I found a really interesting Canadian fella who did a video with his rear-wheel drive, but at the end he announced that he had winter tires on it. I was like, okay. As you know, any car with winter tires or snow tires is going to perform pretty well. Front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, it doesn't matter. So I was looking for a video with rear-wheel drive with normal all seasons that come with the car. In this case, I'm driving with the Michelin Pre-Max. So I couldn't find it really, therefore I decided to make my own. So this is the video of how my new 2024 Mustang Mach-E in the new color, Glacier Ice Metallic, I think it's called, how it performs with rear-wheel drive in our recent snowy conditions here in Maryland. Enjoy! So here's a better look at the car. Again, that's a new color for 2024. This is the refreshed model. And I think it looks really sharp. I've always liked how these have looked, but what has surprised me is just really how capable they are, how roomy they are inside. And I'll do another video on that another day, but it's really surprised me in many ways. So this is pre-snowstorm, by the way. So I just had the setting on whisper mode, which I'll talk about that shortly. And everything else was pretty standard when I hit the snow and ice. So here's a few examples of what it looked like. So the first set I'm on is the slushy bit. This is where they've cleared a little bit of the road, but not entirely. And this is often more slippery than just snow. But it did really well here. And you might notice I have it in whisper mode. That's recommended for slippery conditions. That way, when you accelerate, it doesn't do any kind of hard acceleration. And right through this stuff, I nailed it. Another setting that I did was to press the L button, which puts it into essentially a low quote-unquote gear, and it offers the equivalent of one pedal driving. I recommend this setting because now that I'm in the heavy snow here, it allows me to lay off the brake completely. And in this type of situation here, this is pretty thickly packed snow on the road, and it did remarkably well. Here I am stopping, and now I'm going to do a fairly hard acceleration. And of course, the traction control kicks in and goes a bit crazy, but it accelerated just fine. Keep in mind, these are the stock tires. Here's another look at the traction control, taking control of the car, but that's what it's designed to do. And then it kept me from sliding out. Here's another section that's a little thicker, a little bit less cleared. And I took this at a pretty decent pace, I would say. And again, not a single issue. You could feel it sliding, but then you just let off the pedal and the car then corrects itself. This was the thickest section that I could find, and I thought I'd do a pretty sharp left and see how the car handles in the really thick snow. Well, thick for us here, about 5 to 6 inches. And even though you can feel the car unsettle a little bit, it actually does really well. So overall, I was really impressed with this vehicle in the snow. And I personally, in the region I am, where we get maybe 3 or 4 snows a year, wouldn't probably put winter tires on it. If I lived, of course, in Canada or Minnesota or someplace, the winter tires would just make it unstoppable. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Rear-wheel drive Mustang Mach-E. Not bad at all.